Yo, welcome back to Cage Calculated. Today, we've got an absolute masterclass. UFC 327 predictions. We have some special guests. We've got Tristan Wicks back. Welcome back, Tristan.
Yo, what's up?
We have special guest Colin making his picks. He is one of our
Yeah,
video editors, does an absolute banger of a job. Welcome to the
yeah,
channel,
bro.
Colin.
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me, man. Let's talk some UFC. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? I don't really know what I'm talking about, but like, gonna do this thing, bro.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, Colin does great work. I'll put a link to his bio and to his TikTok. He does an absolute masterclass of a job, better
Yeah,
than
bro.
this
Love the
card.
edits, bro. Love making
Quite
edits, bro.
frankly, we love the edits,
Oh
man.
yeah.
I mean, I'll include one of the clips from his edits. But today we're going to give our predictions about this monster card. We've got let's go for that. Yuri Prohaska versus male stripper known as Carlos Olberg. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Let's see
Yuri in
this.
5. This is going to be the best card so far in 2026. This card is absolutely loaded. Tristan, you put a ton of work into this card, making a ton of graphics.
Yes, sir.
What's your take on this? What do you feel about this one?
This is by far the best numbered card of the year so far. You have Yuri fighting Olberg. That's a guaranteed banger, and that's all I can ask for is at least one guaranteed banger.
Yeah, I mean that one's going to be awesome. I think the Dominic Reyes fight I'm going to look forward to as well. I mean Johnny
100%.
Walker, Dominic Reyes, someone's getting flatlined in that one. It's going to be absolutely insane. This one's loaded to the gills. But if y'all are ready, we will jump right in and we'll start with the early prelims. We've got Charles Radke taking on Francisco Prado, a welterweight matchup. Radke is coming off a submission win versus Daniel Frunza. He has recently fought. He did lose by KO to Mike Malott, as well as he previously fought Carlos Prates and lost by KO there. But he is a dangerous guy on the feet and is pretty well rounded, has some really solid grappling. Prado, on the other hand, kind of looks like a Drew Dober skinwalker, kind of uncanny looking. He just has that power chin that Drew Dober's rocking, but is coming in with 3 straight decision losses to Daniel Zellhuber, Jake Matthews, and Nico Varetnikov. Only wins by finish. Every single one of his fights so far in his MMA career have been a 50% knockout rate or a 50% sub rate. So I expect this one to
Absolutely.
end likely in a finish. Colin, who you got in this one?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at these stats right now. Prado, he a little bit younger. Not even a little bit. He's 23, and Rad Dog is 35, bro. Like, I don't know, he's getting up there, but he's lucky. Yeah, bro, I gotta go with Prado, bro. 12-4. 6 KOs, bro. Yeah, he got it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know neither of these people, but yeah, he got it, bro.
Welcome to the early prelims, man. This is
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
part of the battle every week trying to name
I
some of
don't
these
know these
guys that
guys.
none of us have seen before. Tristan, what you got?
I got Charles Radke by knockout. I don't know much about either fighter,
Damn.
but he is a favorite, so I'm assuming he's a favorite for a reason, and we'll get it done.
Yeah, I like that pick. I think I'm going to rock Charles Radke as well. Like I said, has some submission ability, has some grappling. I think Francisco Prado is just a little bit more of a power guy. He's going to look for his shot, kind of like Drew Dober, like I previously mentioned. He's just going to really be trying to get Radke on the back foot, maybe try and overload on that right hand, overextend, and Radke's able to, get a takedown going, get some really good control time, and get a submission. I'm going to go Charles Radke by submission. I think he's going to use that part of his game a little bit more, especially against a dangerous young guy. Kind of like Colin mentioned, you want to stay out of that power range.
For sure.
But
100%.
moving into the next fight, we have Kelvin wide body mode Gastelum. Oh my God. We have Vicente Luque, Mr. Chinny himself. Kelvin Gastelum, obviously legend of the game, is nowhere close to where he was when he fought for the middleweight title against Izzy. I mean, it feels like years ago. Neither is Israel Adesanya. Rest in peace, him, for the
Damn.
second straight week in a row. But he can still outclass
Oh
guys who
god.
aren't ready to go. I mean, he will beat guys who aren't legit, and he still has a granite chin. Doesn't really get knocked out very much. Vicente Luque is coming off 2 straight losses, but is a very well-rounded fighter. He can end a fight in a moment's notice. Still has that power. Like I said, a little bit chinny. He has been knocked out several times recently. That kind of scares me a little bit, but he's gotten outclassed, especially by Joel Alvarez and Kevin Holland. But those are 2 pretty well-rounded and well thought of guys. So Interesting fight, kind of a veteran style fight. Colin, what you got in this one?
I really don't know. Not gonna lie, bro.
It's an unk battle. It's
Um,
a coin flip, honestly, for me.
honestly, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, who was the first dude's name, bro? Yeah, I'm going with him.
Kelvin.
Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, you
Gastelum,
can't go
bro.
wrong with wide body mode.
Yeah, Gastelum, bro.
Tristan, what you got?
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
Gastelum, bro.
rock with Colin. I have Kelvin as well. He just has better experience and will kind of like keep a okay.
Vicente.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vicente
Vicente Luque.
Luque. He's just gonna kind of work him. He's not gonna do too much in this fight. I have this fight either ending in round 3 or going to decision, but I have Kelvin in the end getting it done.
Yeah, and I'll make that 3 straight picks for wide body mode. I'm going to go Kelvin Gastelum as well. I don't know if he's really going to necessarily finish this fight.
No.
He, like I said, has a granite chin. The dude does not get knocked out. I mean, he seems to be like he's more in shape from some of the videos that I've been seeing. But like I said, Vicente Luque scares me with how much his chin has been put in jeopardy. I think that Kelvin Gastelum's really going to throw a bomb at him, probably knock down Luque at least once in this fight, even if Luque wins. I think just Kelvin Gastelum is more of a higher floor versus Vicente Luque maybe has a higher ceiling. I'm going to go with the lower ceiling but higher floor, wide-bodied Kelvin Gastelum. And then
Yeah.
final early prelim of the night, we have Chris Padilla taking on Markel Medeiros. Padilla is coming off a knockout win over Ismael Bonfim and is on a 7-fight win streak. Is looking really, really good in this lightweight division. Is pretty well rounded. Has a multitude of weapons both on the ground and on the feet. Really good grappler and can beat you on an off night if you're not ready to go. And I think that Markel Medeiros is a little bit more of a heavier sided prospect who maybe doesn't have as much experience, but is definitely somebody who is incredibly dangerous. He was in my top 20 prospects of 2025 and going into 2026. He is as well on a 9-fight win streak. So someone's streak's got to go in this one. He's a promising striker, has really good takedown defense, but maybe has a little bit of a lack of quality opponents, especially on the side of Chris Padilla. Is going to be probably his hardest fight so far in the UFC. Colin, what you got in this one?
Yeah, bro. I think I'm gonna go with Padilla for keeping his streak going. I heard of him. That's a plus.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
You're in that early prelim.
Yeah.
Rare.
yeah, it's rare. So like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go Padilla.
I'm gonna go with Marquel Medeiros. I think the new young comer is gonna get it done, kind of get a statement win, and kind of push himself.
Young comer.
All right, bro. All right, bro. Chill
Run
out.
that by me again?
But I think he's gonna get it done, get a statement win on Chris Padilla, and kind of put himself into contention with getting ranked in the lightweight division. So I got Marquel getting it done.
Yeah, I'm going to join you in that one. I think Markel Medeiros is a really solid
Yeah.
prospect for a reason. Chris Padilla is incredibly dangerous, and I
Yeah.
think this fight will go the distance. Definitely a decision style fight. I mean, Markel Medeiros does have a really strong uppercut and definitely throws with a lot of heat behind his shots, but Chris Padilla is really, really good defensively, and I don't think that he's really going to try and get in too much trouble and try and play around with Markel Medeiros, especially exchange-wise, because I think he knows he loses inside the pocket. I think Chris Padilla may try and work in some takedowns, kind of smudge up Markel Medeiros if he can against the cage, really use some of the wrestling and some of just the slower parts of the game to not let Markel Medeiros get into a rhythm. But I really do think Markel Medeiros does have the youthfulness on his side, has the ability to just finish the fight at any point, and I think that will be enough to get it done with really good striking and really good showcase of his skill. But moving into the prelims, we start with all of our favorite WMMA. Oh my God. No, but WMMA has actually been cooking recently.
It has been,
Insane knockouts.
honestly.
I don't know what they need to do, but drug test the entire women's division. It's absolutely nuts right now. But yeah, you've got some great up and coming contenders, honestly, in this women's strawweight division. Tatiana Suarez has fought for the title, came up just short against Zhang Wei Li, is coming off unanimous decision win versus Amanda Lemos, but Amanda Lemos is pretty much washed at this point. She is looking to get herself back into title contention shot. Obviously, Mackenzie Dern is the quote unquote champion of this division, kind of until Zhang Wei Li makes her way back, depending on if she does. But I think Suarez would have a really good chance at beating Zhang Wei Li. And Lupi Godinez, she is a really solid prospect in here as well, is coming off unanimous decision win versus Jessica Andrade. Has struggled to fight against some of the top level part of this division. Doesn't really have that killer instinct that you see in a lot of these top level contenders, but is looking to finally break through into the top 5 and make her name known and get a title shot. moving into 2026. But Colin, who do you have in the WMMA possible fight of the night? We're all thrilled for this fight.
You know, I'm looking at the pictures and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at everything. And I ain't gonna lie, I think Loopy might get her ass beat.
Oh,
I'm looking at Tatiana Suarez, man. She's just 35. Uh yo, I don't know, she's big, bro.
Dude,
Her
that is
reach
a
is
big
crazy.
face.
No, I mean, she's big, bro. 66-inch reach on that, bro. Versus 61. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Loopy, she's cooked, bro. In 2 rounds.
Oh, a
Two
finish.
rounds,
give her two. Okay.
TKO.
TKO.
I love a finish in women MMA.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you
might
don't
be the
really
route.
see that, so
Dude,
No,
it's been
no.
happening
it is.
recently.
It has
For
been.
I
real?
like the pick. I really do.
No, I'm gonna follow Colin with Tatiana Suarez, dude. Being that much bigger, looking like a man. Sorry,
Yeah.
I yeah,
I
Loopy's
don't know,
getting her
bro.
ass kicked. I don't think she can get finished. This will go to decision, but I got Tatiana winning.
I'm gonna go Tatiana Suarez as well. I mean, Colin took the words right out of my mouth. You look at that reach and you look at the height advantage. Tatiana Suarez is already better in the striking department, and arguably better on the ground as well. That reach is just really gonna show. She's gonna look like a monster
Yeah,
compared to
bro.
Lupi Godinez, and that's no disrespect to Lupi. She is a great fighter, but Tatiana Suarez is on a different level, and I think she's on a mission to try and get that title back. I'm not gonna overthink this one. Give
Yeah,
me
bro.
Tatiana Suarez by unanimous decision. Moving into the next fight on the prelims, we have Mateus Gamrot versus Esteban Ribovic. Everyone's favorite Mateus Gamrot is coming off a sub loss to Charlie Olives, but that's bound to happen. I mean, it seems like he does that to everybody except Max Holloway for some freaking reason. So shout out Charlie Olives. Mateus Gamrot is a fantastic grappler. Has beaten Arman Sarukian in the past. Has great striking with it. Has KO power. Is just a really solid, complete fighter. But his grappling is definitely his showcase skill. Would be a big win to stay inside the top 10, possibly move him into the top 5 against the surging Esteban Ribovic, who's coming off unanimous decision win versus Elvis Brenner and is a promising prospect. He looks to break into the top 15. He's unranked now, but this would be a huge jump in competition for him. And I think this is going to be a very tough fight for Esteban Ribovic. Esteban Ribovic, a little bit more of a striker. Yeah, I got that classic wrestling slash grappler versus striking matchup. Colin, what you got?
I think Gamrot might have the edge over this one, not gonna lie. I mean, grappling, the wrestling, bro. Yeah. I don't know. I think like overall with fighting, I feel like that's just better to have than striking, you know? Just
Yeah.
grappling and wrestling, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I got him. I got Gamrot. Might go to distance though.
Oh, distance pick. Okay.
I have Gamrot as well. I like his experience a little bit more. Esteban is dangerous, but he's an underdog for a reason. I think the wrestling, like Colin said, and the experience is going to help him get it done. I do have this going to decision. I don't see a finish or a submission. I see this just kind of being like a slow pace fight the entire way, and Gamrot just doing enough to win each round.
I'm going to pick Mateus Gamrot because I think the distance between Esteban Ribovic and Mateus Gamrot striking isn't that different, in my opinion. I think Mateus Gamrot does have more power than Esteban Ribovic, in my opinion. And Mateus Gamrot's
Shoot.
wrestling and
Yeah.
grappling is just elite. He's going to be just way better on the ground. Esteban Ribovic doesn't have the greatest of takedown defense either. I think, like you said, this could be a really boring fight, one that Mateus Gamrot tries to just smudge up Esteban Ribovic. You would hope that he would try and go for the finish and get the sub, but I think that this possibly will go the distance as well. Maybe kind of be a lull in this card. I'll go Mateus Gamrot by
Need these
unanimous
fights, bro.
decision.
Agreed.
Yeah, just a slow one going into this one. And then we get
These
a fast-paced fight. I mean, this
Ooh.
one's going to be like a
so
striker's dream. This is going to be an amazing fight. We have everyone's favorite Kevin Holland taking on Randy Brown. Kevin Holland is coming off 2 unanimous decision losses to Daniel Rodriguez and Mike Malott. A lot of questions just swirling about Kevin Holland. How much, gas does he have in the tank? How much longevity does he have left? Is he still going to be the guy that we used to see versus Stephen Thompson and all these great fights that we got to see back in COVID. I mean, is Kevin Holland still going to be that guy? There's a lot of questions, but he's got a good opportunity to showcase that he is still around and still very dangerous against another striker in Randy Brown. Randy Brown is coming off a knockout loss to Gabriel Bonfim, who is somehow headlining a card later on, which, I get to talk about that excitement. He gets beat by guys that are better than him, and that's really the statement that I can make about Randy Brown. If he fights someone on the level of Kevin Holland, he tends to kind of struggle a little bit. At least history has shown. Still a very high level striker, like I said, has some power, but is a little bit chinny. Going to be interesting to see who kind of steps up into this fight, because you might have the potential of this fight being kind of a boring strikers match or a really exciting match. So, Colin, what you got?
Man, you hate to see it, bro. Like two black dudes just fighting, bro. It's like you gotta bring the people together, bro. I hate this shit, bro. I hate this shit, man. Like I think I got Kevin Holland though, man. He's got the experience. Randy Brown, he's coming off of a knockout, or he's coming off getting knocked out. He's probably coming in, a little bit of animosity built up. But like you said, like he tends to do like the worst against people who are just better than him. So I don't know. I think Kevin Holland, just based off history, he just got this one. Not gonna lie. Maybe might go the distance though. Not gonna lie. Yeah, unanimous.
Unanimous
Unanimous
decision,
decision.
Kevin Holland. I like it. I also have Kevin Holland in this one. Now, he has been on a 2-loss streak, but he did fight a lot in 2025. He's had 6 months to kind of recover and get back into like his healthy form. And I think we get a good showing from Kevin Holland, and kind of reminds people that he still is a good fighter and he still
Oh yeah.
belongs right now. But I have this one finishing. This one, he's going to get a TKO in round 2.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
the fact that I'm now having to choose Kevin Holland and
You
making
see
it
it.
all of us on Kevin Holland, it makes me really, really nervous that we're all going to put the mouth on him.
Oh, gosh.
But there's really not much that's more exciting than a really confident Kevin Holland, and I'm hoping he really does get his confidence back in this one. He is such an exciting fighter when he is in that zone. He does have a little bit of a reach advantage in this one, which I think is going to, slightly help him. It's just is whether or not he wants it, and I hope that his mentality coming into this one is going to be trying to get the finish and get back into form. He still has plenty of time left in his career. I think he's just kind of had some difficult fights where he wasn't able to really showcase his skill set, and I think this is a great opportunity for him to get back on the horse. Randy Brown, again, is incredibly dangerous, but he is nowhere near the levels of some of the competition that Kevin Holland has recently had to face, and I think this is kind of a layup to him, even though the odds suggest Randy Brown is a favorite. I like Kevin Holland in this one. I'm going to go Kevin Holland. I'm going to follow you, Colin. I think this could be a unanimous decision. I don't see a whole lot of really powerful shots being thrown from Kevin Holland, but kind of just piecing up Randy Brown at range. Just
Yeah.
again, hopefully can get those head
I know, I
kicks
see
moving
it.
and maybe some of the grappling. I mean, Kevin Holland's grappling is incredibly underrated.
Yeah.
So I'm going
I,
to go Kevin Holland winning this one by decision.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a submission, though.
Oh yeah.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, some kind of triangle. I could see
Yeah.
that just coming out of nowhere, and maybe like an armbar or something crazy where Kevin Holland just is able to rock Randy Brown and get him to the ground and see some cool thug jitsu moment.
Shout out.
And then we move into the featured prelim of the night. We've got a Bellator Warriors Dream. We got Patricio Pitbull taking on Aaron Pico. Pitbull is coming off unanimous decision win versus Dan 50K Ige. Like I said, this feels like a Bellator dream, man. Both of these guys fought in the same time in Bellator. Somehow didn't fight, which is kind of weird. But Patricio Pitbull is still incredibly well-rounded, and I know he's 38, but that should not fool you. He is still very, very dangerous. Can dominate if you're having an off night, and Pico needs to find his shot because Patricio Pitbull will win this fight if it comes down to a decision. Pico, on the other hand, is coming off that insane spinning elbow knockout loss to Lerone Murphy. Still super hyped
Watch
up
that
prospect,
clip.
has incredible speed. Yeah, dude, that is just a monster knockout
Crazy.
from Lerone Murphy. But Aaron Pico is still super hyped up, has incredible size, is super powerful, has incredible speed. It's just kind of where is his chin at? If he gets hit with a good shot, Patricio Pitbull, could he possibly get knocked out? Can he find the kill switch? Can he find the knockout shot? And he's got 15 minutes to try and do it. Colin, what you got?
I got Pitbull, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm looking him up right now, bro. He says that's glass cannon with stone hands, bro. Like who even says that, bro? Yeah, bro. You got it. That's Google.
Oh, that's Google saying
It's a
that? Oh,
Google.
dude, what glazer did that?
Dude, AI is just glazing, bro, for some reason. I don't know how
Oh
much
my
he
God,
paid.
dude.
I don't know how much he paid Elon for
Dude, shout
that like
out Caleb
description, but
Tanner's
yeah, bro,
ChatGPT
got it.
subscription. Also gonna ride the Pitbull train. I have Pitbull by UD. I think he's gonna kind of keep Aaron Pico away, and he's gonna dismantle Pico's advances on him, and just kind of like use the experience to keep this thing going, win the rounds he needs to. Doesn't do too much, and he comes out with a UD win over Pico.
Oh yeah, second round knockout. Forgot to
Okay,
mention.
okay, yeah,
Oh wow, I
Second
love
round
it.
knockout,
hell
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I mean,
Colin's going for a W card. We got women's MMA knockouts. We got Patricio Pitbull looking like
hey, we
prime
are making a
Anthony
Colin
Joshua.
Oh yeah.
parlay based on his pick, so
Yeah, if y'all, hey, if we come, I'll make this right now. I own the channel. If you go and comment Colin's parlay right now, if you win, if the Colin's parlay hits, we'll do a bunch of the favorite picks that he makes. If it wins, we will donate half the earnings to whoever comments Colin's parlay.
Oh
So
yeah,
free
bro.
money. You literally just
I'll
get
and
to just comment.
I'll fly to your house and give you a personal blood. Nah,
What?
Oh no, hey
all
now.
right, all right.
yo, bro.
This is this is an interesting one. Like I said, kind of Bellator matchup. I'm gonna go with Aaron Pico
Yeah,
against my better judgment. If I was betting on this fight, I would pick Patricio Pitbull based on straight value alone. And I'm not going to discredit Patricio Pitbull can definitely get a knockout in this one. I don't think he's just a complete safe fighter and will just sit at distance. Like if he finds a good shot and knocks down Aaron Pico, he will go for the finish. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm holding out hope. I think prime Aaron Pico is just so much fun to watch. I love the dude's highlights. He's super exciting. He kind of has yet to kind of put it all together into a fight, but it just feels like when he does, it's going to be just amazing. It's going to be one of the coolest fighters we've ever seen. I'm still kind of holding out hope, and I guess maybe I'm a little overzealous with Aaron Pico, but I think he's going to be able to find that right hand. Maybe Patricio Pitbull wins the first two rounds just based on volume and takedowns alone, but I think Aaron Pico, man, sneaky third round KO, rocks Patricio Pitbull, and just gets a smooth finish. Who knows, man? I'm gonna go with against my gut, and I'm gonna go Aaron Pico winning this one, third
Mm,
round knockout.
wow.
mm.
I
Hey,
want
I hope
something
so.
He's
exciting. I
due
don't
for
know.
a
Maybe
win.
go against the
He is due
normal.
for a win, bro. He's due for
Yeah,
a win, bro.
He's hungry.
you know, everyone's kind of underrating him. People are like, oh, he gets knocked out by Lerone Murphy. I mean, maybe
I
he's
mean,
being kind of discredited. Minus 300 isn't discredited, though. To be fair.
No,
bro, he's looking to like come up in there. It's not gonna
What?
happen, man.
What?
looking to come, dude.
Maybe,
Hey, he's looking to come in there. Colin's on zesty mode tonight.
nah, bro.
Coming over to people's
Yeah, man.
houses, coming up in there.
Nah, bro. Tristan's talking about like young coming or some shit.
Now, what are you
What you talking
talking?
about?
Man, all
Nah,
right, bro.
you're
All
saying
right,
some
bro.
bullshit.
Next slide.
Clip it, clip it, clip it.
With that being said, it is now main card time, and we have, oh my goodness, Unk Dream. Unk matchup. It happens every single card. We've got the Unk coin flip. We've got the greatest possible featherweight of all time. One of my favorite fighters, honestly.
100%.
Out of Cali, Cub Swanson, retirement fight. This dude has been a legend of the game,
Damn.
locked in, bona fide Hall of Famer. This is his first fight in about a year and a half, so it kind of makes me nervous against kind of a dangerous guy, Nate Landwehr. But Cub Swanson, man, he's just one of my favorite fighters to watch. Dominates in the ring. Some of those fights he had back in the 2015s and 16s. Oh my God, dude, Cub
Elite.
Swanson has that dog in him, dude. No one doubts Cub Swanson and his prime. Can he make his
Right, bro.
retirement fight a great finish to his career? I think he's got an opportunity to. But Nate Landwehr, like I said, is a dangerous guy. He's looking to play spoiler in this one. Is coming off 2 knockout losses to Duho Choi and Morgan Charriere, 2 pretty dangerous guys. But the knockout power is still there. The last thing to go is always your power. He will be looking to try and sit Cub Swanson down and finish the fight and upset the retirement. Colin, who you got in the Unk Bowl?
Yeah, I think this story ends in a happy ending, bro. I
Love
think
it.
Hell yeah.
Cub Swanson, he comes in there, he ends his career off with a bang, bro. Third round knockout, man. Actually, I don't know, bro. I go like first round. Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
First about it, bro. They're 2 unks. They cannot go 3 rounds, bro. Like they don't got
Cardio.
to.
They're just trying to get the fuck out of there. No,
They're swinging, bro. That first round, bro. They're
oh,
swinging.
dude, I hope so.
Oh, that first like 30 seconds is going to be like absolutely unreal. It's a great fight to
Yeah.
open up the main card.
Instead of Max Holloway point down, they just do it immediately. They just want to go home.
Yeah, bro.
Cub Swanson, I got
Cub
dinner in
Swanson, yeah, he's
5.
got this shit.
Gosh. But I'm gonna agree with Colin. I have the killer Cup Swanson getting it done by knockout. Not in round 1, unfortunately, but in round 3. It's gonna be like a highlight reel finish to his amazing career, kind of like what Robbie Lawler had.
Yeah, I can
Went
see
out
it,
on an
you know.
absolute bang. Southern California is gonna be lit, and yeah, shout out Cup Swanson. He's getting done by KO round 3.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, I can't go against the SoCal kid. I got to rock with Cub Swanson. I'm gonna go sandwich between you two. Pause.
You win with your gay stuff. That's what you want, right?
Round 2
Yeah.
knockout. I'm gonna go. I just see this fight being kind of a little slow to start out. Maybe
Yeah.
they're just got some ring rust going on, but like that final 2 minutes, they start kind of actually throwing. And that final like 30 seconds to 20 seconds, one of them lands a pretty devastating shot. Likely will be Cub Swanson because he's the GOAT, and he's
Yes.
gonna knock Nate Landwehr on his ass and then kind of Yuri Prohaska him where he gets saved by the bell going into round 2.
Yeah.
Nate Landwehr comes in the round 2, is not fully, there yet, still on jelly legs, and Cub Swanson's able to get that super cool finish, that Robbie Lawler style win. And I will put this in as a side note because this is in my notes. They better have a damn good retirement video for this. We did a Michael Chiesa retirement video.
Oh God.
I swear to God, if this shit isn't greatness, I promise you, I am rioting. Like this is not a promise. This is a threat. UFC,
Sliding
you have
on
one
Dana
opportunity to
White.
give this dude a great retirement video. Make it happen, make it good, and
Oh
by
yeah, bro.
God, if we're celebrating Michael Chiesa, we better pull out the red carpet for Cub Swanson.
Yo,
This
if
guy's my
Cub
goat.
Swanson, bro, if Cub Swanson's knocked this dude out, bro, I might make like a over my dead body edit to bro,
That would be
like a
Hell
sweet.
weird
yeah.
basketball, like yeah,
if Cub Swanson gets a
like a
knockout, you'll
LeBron
make an edit.
retirement edit, but with Cub Swanson, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might make that actually
Hell yeah.
if he gets
Hell
a
yeah.
knock. Like I don't know.
If he gets it. So Cub Swanson, balls in your court.
Yeah,
Get her
bro.
done. All right. This
Oh,
moving into the fourth to final fight, we've got a light heavyweight matchup. The Dominator, Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. The meme lord is back. Reyes is coming off a knockout loss to who else but Carlos Ulberg. Seems to be doing that to everybody, but has overcome worse things in his career. Had a 4-fight losing streak earlier in his career after losing in quotes to John Jones. He didn't lose, but is looking to leapfrog either Paulo Costa or Mirzakhanov, depending on who wins that fight. Maybe even Ankalaev if he gets a super cool knockout win. But I think someone's going to get flatlined in this one. Johnny Walker is a huge physical specimen. Is coming off a knockout win versus Zhang Minyang. Has struggled to kind of break through into that top 10, top echelon of the light heavyweight division. But like I said, super physically imposing, insane reach, insane height, has knockout power, and he will knock out Dominic Reyes if he catches him clean. Dominic Reyes a little chinny. And, Johnny Walker, kind of a dark horse light heavyweight contender if he wins this fight. Someone's going to die in this one. That's really what's just going to happen. Who you got?
I want to go with Reyes, bro. Nah, bro. Johnny Walker's gonna beat bro ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Like second round, dude. It's gonna be a duel though. Like they're gonna be
It will be a
throwing.
good fight.
Like by
Yeah.
the end of this fight, like they're both gonna be like bloody, bro. But it's gonna be like a second round like knockout or some shit. Or Johnny Walker, bro. I'm telling you. You know,
I like
he's
it.
gonna be like swinging, and then like you said, bro, just gonna catch him
Yeah.
slipping.
It happens.
100%.
Dominic Reyes seems to just keep his chin up in the air
Yeah.
for some stupid
know?
reason.
Both of them do. This fight
Yeah,
is a
it's very
battle
true.
of two milk bags,
Yeah.
but I got Dominic Reyes being the better milk bag this
Mm.
time. This fight's either going to end in the first minute or it's going to be like a war, like Colin said, but go like one of those weird fights that somehow go the distance. But I got Dominic Reyes winning regardless, either by a knockout in the first 2 minutes or a UD.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with Dominic Reyes as well. I just like the storyline, and I think that he is still very, very capable. Looked like a great light heavyweight before he got knocked out by Carlos Ulberg. Kind of was having a career resurgence. I think he gets back on the horse in this one. Johnny Walker tends to do some stupid stuff in the ring, and I think the first minute, maybe minute and a half, kind of like Tristan said, might be a little slow because they're gonna really be scared to get in that power shot range of each other. But one of them's gonna land like a really clean calf kick or just a glancing body shot, and then one of them's just gonna unload try and just finish the fight right then and there. And, both of them have the fight IQs of about an 8-year-old. So they're going to do something stupid and someone's going to leave their chin up in the air and get golden Freddied. So it's going to be insane. Someone's getting knocked out. Someone's going to die.
This one's
I'll
gonna
go
be
Dominic
exciting,
Reyes,
man.
but it's going to be a
gonna be exciting,
crowd-popping
man.
fight for sure.
wanna see
Miami's
this
going to be going crazy. It's a great lead up to the
100%.
final 3 fights. This is a great main event. I crap on
Oh, yeah.
Dana White a lot, but this is a really, really good, well thought out card,
It is.
especially going fight by fight. He did a fantastic job. So, Dana, I don't give you your credit if you're watching this, which I know you are, a fan of the channel. Thank you. Thank you for actually locking in for once. Dominic Reyes in the first round. I'm going to go Dominic Reyes, KO first round. I think it'll end pretty quickly. No, did I say second round? I can't remember. One of the two.
Yeah.
Dominic Reyes by knockout.
He's winning.
Featured fight of the night, and one of the fights that I think is going to be talked about a lot, especially in the press conference. Josh Hokett is going to be an absolute maniac in the pre-fight press conference. You're going to see some really funny, insane, crazy stuff. There's already some stuff swirling. Him and Yuri have been getting into it. But Curtis Blades versus Josh Hokett, featured fight of the night. Blades is coming off a split decision win versus Rizvan Guniev. Has come up short against some of the top part of the heavyweight division. As we know, Tom Aspinall, he wasn't able to get that one done. Unfortunately, we all love Curtis Blades. We love Curtis Blades, and we will beat Josh Hokett. Curtis Blades, an elite wrestler, has insane power. We know the story of Curtis, the legend Blades. He is incredibly lethal, and this is a huge step up for Josh Hokett. Josh Hokett is kind of the talk of heavyweight, one of the most exciting prospects of a heavyweight division that looks pretty barren of prospects right now. He's 8-0, is looking to take that huge step up in competition. He fights really, really strong, super aggressively, has some decent striking, but really likes to rely on his grappling, on his wrestling. And if he can get the fight to the ground, that's where his bread and butter is. I don't know. Curtis Blades is going to be a very difficult guy to wrestle with, especially his background. Curious to see Josh Hokett's game plan coming into this one, but Hokett's work is cut out for him. He knows what he is going up against, and this is a chance to jump into the top 5 from unranked. Colin, what you got?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Hokett, man. Damn, bro. I hate to bet against Blades, but yeah, bro. Hokett, he's 8-0, bro. I think he's gonna continue his streak right here, and he's looking at Blades like a big opportunity.
Yeah.
For him to level up in his career. This is a big win for him. So yeah, I think he takes that. Okay, I think it's gonna go maybe second round, third round submission. Yeah, I think it's gonna be submission.
Wow.
Fair enough.
Sure, bro. You got that shit. Third round.
Third round submission.
Third round.
I'm gonna go with my boy Curtis Blades. Josh Hokett went from Denzel Freeman to fighting the number 4 heavyweight contender.
Hey Tristan, who'd you pick in the Josh Hokett Denzel Freeman fight?
All right, like I was saying, Curtis Blades is just too much of a step up in competition. Josh Hokett's great, but I don't think he's ready for Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades is so much bigger than him, can grapple with him, and could get a finish just as much as Josh Hokett can. I also don't think he's that concentrated. He's playing a lot of weird mind games and starting a lot of weird shit with a lot of different fighters recently. But I think he's just distracted, not the top of his game, and Curtis Blades gets it done. I think it'll be a second round submission.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, Josh Hokett has been a very interesting character so far in the UFC, to say the very least. I mean, he's entertaining. I'll give him that.
Into him a little bit, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is insane. He comes up and starts talking about chopping off Curtis Blades' head and putting it on Alex Pereira's body. What are we talking about?
Yeah, no, it was some weird shit he was saying.
It was funny, especially after the Denzel Freeman fight when he was talking about, Waldo Cortez Acosta being a deadbeat dad.
Yeah, that was
hilarious. But we're getting into the point of all right, dude, you're kind of blowing the bid a little bit.
Yeah.
But regardless, this is based on the fight, not on talking skills. I think Josh Hokett's incredibly impressive. I'm curious to see, again, his game plan going into this one because, like Colin said, this is an amazing opportunity for him. Being able to jump from unranked to top 5 in the heavyweight division is an opportunity that I have never seen personally in my life. So, I mean, this is going to be an interesting one. I don't think Josh Hokett's going to really be able to overpower Curtis Blades like he's been able to do to every single other opponent. I'm going to go Curtis Blades. I think Razor Blades is going to do his thing. I think his wrestling is going to evenly match up with Josh Hokett. Like I said, he's got the power shot. He's fought some of the best guys in the heavyweight division. Herb Dean may have taken 5 years off his career, but he's still got that probably 3 to 4 years left of him trying to compete for a title. And I don't think this is going to get him a title shot necessarily, but
No.
this is going to be a fight that I think he can win, and kind of the ball's in his court. I'm going to go Curtis Blades winning this one by unanimous decision. I think Josh Hokett is really going to struggle to try and get the takedown, really struggle from range. I don't think Curtis Blades is going to try and get too eager with getting a finish in this one
Yeah.
necessarily, just because of the danger of Josh Hokett having knockout power, having really, really solid wrestling. I think Curtis Blades is going to really tear up that front leg. Joe Rogan max his calf kicks and try and really strike from distance, kind of threaten Josh Hokett with a power shot, maybe even get a knockdown. But I think this might be a slower fight. I know it doesn't look like that on paper, but it just kind of feels like Curtis Blades might be a little tentative to try and get after it, but just play a really solid defensive game plan play. And Josh Hokett just gets frustrated, maybe opens up and gets finished by Curtis Blades. But I don't know. I see this fight kind of being a little slow more than people think. Moving into the co-main event, and this is low key. I've kind of talked myself into this one. Obviously, Joshua the Man Van is not fighting on the co-main, which I would be more upset if it was just straight up canceled. But it's UFC 328. Who really cares? Azamat Mirzakhanov has been pretty much the boogeyman of this division. Paulo Costa moving up to try and take on the light heavyweight division after having kind of a so-so eventful time in the middleweight division. Definitely some interesting moments in that one. Really struggled to make the weight first and foremost. I hope he doesn't struggle to make light heavyweight. But like I said, Mirzakhanov 16-0 has been the boogeyman of this division. Has I think 3 or 4 straight knockouts. Last one was a first round knockout of Alexander Rakic. Just looks like a really scary fighter, even though he does look like a guy you would see at 7-Eleven. Costa is coming off unanimous decision win over Roman Kopylov and is moving up for a fresh start in the light heavyweight division. He could shake up the light heavyweight division, especially if he's able to beat Azamat Mirzakhanov. It would be a huge win for his career. I don't know. I think that whoever wins this fight is going to fight Big Onk, and I think I would rather see Azamat Mirzakhanov do it. But Paulo Costa's got an opportunity to really upset and shock the world. I just really hope he doesn't pull out of this damn fight because he seems to like doing that.
Yeah.
Colin, what you got in the co-main?
I think I got damn, bro. I'm gonna butcher his name, man, but you know I'm picking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Azmat as Mirzakhanov, bro. Yeah.
That's not even that bad.
No,
Azmat
Mirzakhanov is,
Mirzakhanov, bro.
yeah.
16-0, bro. He's looking at Paulo Costa like he's just like meat on the table, bro. Like at the lunch table, bro. He's gonna beat his ass.
As my big meat guy.
It's just been gay jokes this whole video.
Oh, dude. How do you have
bro.
Mr. Azmat winning by Colin?
Submission first round. Fuck it. Yeah.
Ooh, like it.
Fuck it. Why not?
He's getting him down, but he's not getting back up. Pause.
All right.
Hey now, Paulo Costa might like that stuff.
Probably does. I'm also going to
Oh, my-
agree with Colin. I have Azmat Merkazant. I can't even, now that I'm
Yeah.
up, I can't say his name.
Now
But
that you're on the spot.
yeah, I got Mr. Azmat. He's on a tear. He's undefeated. He's beaten everybody in the past 3 fights by knockouts. Paulo Costa I think Paulo Costa will look better moving up, not having to lose all that weight. He'll look stronger and fresher. But Azmat's still that dangerous, and we'll get this fight done in the first round by knockout.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on that train as well with Azamat Mirzakhanov. I think that knockout power is just unreal. Paulo Costa does not scare me in the fact that moving up into light heavyweight, you're gonna have a power disadvantage immediately. Yes, the cut won't be as hard. Yes, you might be a little bit fresher. But this guy is incredibly dangerous, and they're kind of feeding him to the wolves, especially with Azamat Mirzakhanov looking so good. Just really hasn't struggled and looks really, really dangerous in this light heavyweight division. I expect him to dominate this fight. I'll go second round knockout. I think he's going to be a little tentative to try and get a crazy shot on Paulo Costa early. I wouldn't be surprised if he does, but I'm going to go second round knockout. I think Paulo Costa is just going to open up a little bit, get frustrated, and possibly try and get a little too overzealous, and Azamat Mirzakhanov finds the kill switch, and Paulo Costa's out of there and never fights again. And we don't have to deal with him pulling out of fights for the rest of time. That would be awesome. Hopefully he takes his secret juice. It'd be cool to see Paulo Costa have a fun fight.
Yes, sir.
The fight
So
we have all been waiting for. We will take back the light heavyweight belt. We are Yuri Prohaska. Let's go for that. We have the main event of the evening, the light heavyweight
Whew.
championship of the world. Yuri Prohaska. What more can you say about the guy? Had an awesome bounce back 2025 after losing to Alex Pereira twice. Had some huge wins over Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree. This guy is the fan favorite, ex champion, looking to finally complete his destiny. It is necessary to return to the top of light heavyweight by any means necessary. Let's go for that. But Carlos Ulberg is on a 9-fight win streak. This is a huge career resurgence for him so far in the UFC. Is looking to achieve his dreams of becoming a champion in the UFC. He is a training partner of Volkanovski and Israel Adesanya, which again, I'll reference it for the second time. Rest in peace. But this kickboxer is looking to upset the fan favorite Yuri and will do what is necessary for his side. Someone is getting finished in this fight. Someone is going home with the belt. Someone is going home with all their hopes and dreams crushed. Will Yuri get it done? Will he finally make it known that he is back and finally the light heavyweight king again? Or Ulberg look like prime Pereira and enter this fight and exit with the belt? This one's going to be a huge fight in light heavyweight history. Colin, what do you have for this?
I was talking about Cub Swanson and how he ends with like a good ending to his little story, bro. But with one good ending, it has to be one bad ending. You know what I mean? And
Oh, no.
I think Oldberg's gonna come in and take Jerry, bro. He's gonna take him, bro. He's gonna come in there and take that belt, bro.
That's brutal.
Damn.
He's gonna come in there and take that belt, man. Yeah, I think
Colin the
Jerry's got
villain.
a little bit of. I think he might have a little bit of pride, a little bit of ego coming in. It might hurt. I think it's gonna hurt him, bro. Not getting unanimous, bro. Fuck it. Yeah, unanimous
Decision.
I don't know. You think it's going the distance? I love it.
Yeah, it's going to distance,
Bold
bro.
takes from Colin.
I'm not gonna repeat whatever bullshit
Got
Colin
this,
just
bro.
said. Like, fuck Carlos Oberg. He's losing. Yuri looks phenomenal
bro.
right now. He looks so locked in. When Josh Hokett tried to start that shit with him earlier, he paid no attention to it. He was focused. Nothing's gonna take Yuri off his path from getting that belt back. He's going to take Carlos
All right,
Ulberg
bro.
to deep waters. He's going to use his weird style to throw off any attacks Carlos Ulberg's going to try to advance. And he's going to stiff Carlos Ulberg in the third round and get that belt back where it rightfully deserves to be.
All right, bro.
Fire me up.
Zip it up when you're done. Damn, bro.
There's not enough glaze in the world for Yuri.
No, not
Prohaska.
at all.
And I'm gonna just unzip it back. I mean, Yuri Prohaska, my God. I mean, he's about to become a father once again. There's a lot of emotion going into this fight, a lot of hard work that Yuri has put into this one. I don't think he squanders it. Every single one of his fights, it feels like, ends in a finish. Yuri Prohaska is the man. Kind of a sneaky prediction from me, maybe a little crafty prediction. I think these guys might be talking a little shit coming into this fight. I think there's going to be a little bit of animosity in the press conference. You're going to get that classic Yuri's like, oh, so he's talking shit. Like, it's going to be fantastic. I think that there's going to be a ton of emotion in this one. Carlos Ulberg is incredibly dangerous. We know how Yuri has fared against kickboxers, especially great ones. But I just don't see it. I see Yuri Prohaska ending this one by knockout. I'll go second round.
Yeah.
I think Yuri Prohaska is really going to get on the gas pedal, try and really test Carlos Ulberg. I think Carlos Ulberg is going to look for a really patient fight where he can fight at range, kind of walk down Yuri, make it difficult for Yuri to try and take him down. And Carlos Ulberg fights at range and strikes incredibly effective using that calf kick. We're going to get the classic, oh, that calf kick is done, man. That calf is toast, especially from Joe Rogan Maxer in the crowd. And we're going to be able to witness that absolute disaster class, and Daniel Cormier eating his chicken fried steak, sitting there like, oh no, the fight's great. Despite the absolute blunders that are going to be cage side, you're going to see, Daniel fucking fat ass. You get to see Carlos Ulberg get dominated. Obviously, Joe Rogan's going to get broad checked when he's trying to say about his calf kicks. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm pissed off at Joe Rogan. I'm pissed about Carlos Ulberg being in the ring with Yuri Prohaska. It's going to piss me off seeing Carlos Ulberg win. Yuri Prohaska in 5, Yuri Prohaska in 3, Yuri Prohaska by whatever the fuck he wants. Give me Yuri Prohaska by knockout in the second round. Dude, I'm excited for this one, dude. This is gonna be gas. This is a great card. Colin,
Great card,
final
man.
thoughts on this card. What do you think? What are you expecting to see?
Um, there's some exciting fights. I think that Kevin Holland one. Yeah, bro, all of these really, bro. I mean, besides some of these prelims, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, there's some exciting fights in here, bro. When the Cub Swanson, bro, we got Pitbull. Yeah, bro. Yo, throw your bets in right now, bro. Throw your parlay in, bro.
Colin parlay.
You got the
Follow the Colin parlay. Believe, except for Carlos Olberg, we're not putting that in the fight. That is not
Yeah, so-
happening.
Nah, bro. Take him, bro. Take him,
Fuck
bro.
no.
Take Oldberg
Oh no.
You said Olberg by decision.
by decision. Yeah.
It's got to be
Oh,
like
that's evil.
plus
Bro, I'm telling you.
1,200.
Underdog,
Dude,
bro. You're gonna
you're
win
gonna be
big
a
with that one.
billionaire if you follow Colin's parlay. It's gonna hit. The We
Telling you,
Believe
bro.
Colin parlay.
Know
Tristan,
the future,
final
bro.
thoughts on this card. What you got?
Like I said in the beginning of this video, this card is by far the best numbered event so far to date. I'm really excited about the Kevin Holland fight. I feel like that one's going to be fireworks. Those guys were supposed to fight a long time ago. This one's been kind of building up, and they're gonna give us a performance. The Patricio, Pitbull and Pico fights underrated, and then Cub Swanson. I can't wait to see him walk out one final time. He's gonna knock out Nate. It's gonna be crazy, and I mean, you can't forget Yuri. Yuri's gonna get the belt back, do whatever's necessary, and it's gonna be a banger card, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, I am juiced to the gills for this fight. This card is just absolutely stacked. Like I said, they stacked this card so well. The fights flow so well together. Just finding a little bit of effort from the UFC is just a great thing to see. I think I'm most excited for that Dominic Reyes Johnny Walker fight.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see someone
Oh
just
yeah,
get
dang! I even
flatlined.
mentioned that one. Yeah, bro. That was definitely in a knockout. What the hell?
Yeah, it's going to be something crazy in that one. I think
bro.
Cub Swanson one I'm looking forward to, obviously getting his flowers for his Hall of Fame career. And obviously Yuri Prohaska, man, you can't go wrong with that. But I appreciate y'all watching and tuning into this video. Colin, Tristan, appreciate y'all taking part of it. Takes a lot of nuts to get on this camera. Appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, go follow Colin's TikTok. I'll again put the link in the description as well as a
Yeah, bro.
screenshot. Go
Go
give him
with
a follow.
everything.
Does great work. Yeah, give him a follow, man. We will be light heavyweight champion this week. I believe it, dude. I fully on believe it. Tristan, I'll give you the moment.
Hey, this Saturday. See ya!